White Shack, Notting Hill.
Which makes us ask the question, why American Pie?
Okay, well, one time at band camp, I stuck a flute.
Is it getting caught?
Hey, Jimmy, just wanted to say sweet dreams.
Yeah, good night, Mom.
I think he's trying to watch some illegal channels here.
Illegal channels?
Isn't it just bad reception, huh?
Oh, baby.
What's that?
Yeah, what here? Just give me this.
Oh,
Let's meet this. How's the matter with this thing here?
The awkward moments.
I want the right time, the right moment, the right place. It's not a space shuttle launch, it's sex.
The infatuation.
I love you.
Okay.
The desperation.
What exactly does it feel like? Warm apple pie.
The fascination.
Huh? We'll just tell your mother that we ate it all.
You know, guys, maybe I'm just not good with girls, period. All that you gotta do is just ask them questions and listen to what they have to say and stuff. I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot of work. Here's to the next step.
Universal Pictures presents
Perhaps you could help me with my studies?
If you ever had a chance with Nadia, this is it.
a story about the moves,
You bad boy.
the madness,
What you drinking?
Scotch.
Single malt?
Aged 18 years. The way I like it.
and the moments in our lives
Please, God, let this be it.
If you want to hook up with her, tell her you love her. That's how I was do.
that are as American as apple pie.
Boy, it's been a long time since we've had the little father-son chat. Oh, I almost forgot. I bought some magazines. Well, this is the female form. Look at the expression on her face. She's kind of looking right into your eyes, saying, "Hey, big boy."
Oh, my God.
American Pie.
You do. I forgot you've been there and.
I've learned about 1/16, so I really don't need you to sit here and talk to me about it.
Well, I would like a nice slice of American Pie. And that's what I am finally reviewing. DVD Roulette landed on the wonderful page of the American Pie movies. So I will. I'll have to save that for after the review. So I will do that right after this.
Time to make the donut.
Great donut makers aren't born, they're made.
Today, my son, the secrets of the perfect donut. Knead and roll, knead and roll. Always be generous and always make them fresh.
It's dedication that pays off in the freshest, most delicious donuts you've ever tasted.
Someday, young Frederick, you'll thank me for these lessons.
So we're already talking about overrated things. Why not Dunkin' Donuts? So I figured I would do a. It's not? Is it just called Dunkin'? Okay, so this is news to me. It shows how often I go here. So this, I guess it is Dunkin'. So this is the old Dunkin' Donuts, made fresh. I doubt it. Probably by Taylor Farms. So this is a little Dunkin' commercial that I found. So I figured I would start with that. And now let's go into the wonderful. Speaking of dessert, now I guess we will be doing the review of American Pie. And do you mind?
He's excited.
He's excited. Okay, so it must be for Shannon Elizabeth that will be on the screen. I guess that's what he's excited for. So Skip is awake for now. Why do you got to pick these times to do this? Okay, so moving on. So this will be starring Jason Biggs.
Never heard of him.
He was in Orange is the New Blue. That is the name of the show, right? Orange is the New Black. I believe he was in Saving Silverman.
Never heard of it.
He was in American Pie 2, American Wedding,
Never
and
heard
also
of him.
American Reunion.
Never heard of him.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else that the wonderful Jason Biggs was in. Oh, yes, I forgot. He was in the movie called Loser. He played himself. So,
Never heard of it.
so that is very, very good for good old Jason Biggs. That was the one that I was looking for. So now moving on, we also have Thomas Ian Nicholas. I really hope I got that straight because I always mess his name up. I always seem to reverse it. So now, unfortunately, once again, there's no back button on here. So bear with me. What did I say? It's Thomas Ian Nicholas.
I don't know what you said. I don't think it's
And he was in Rookie of the Year, and also there's a kid in King Arthur's Court.
Never heard of him.
And he was in the other American Pie movies as well.
Never heard of him.
And he plays good old Kevin in this, and he is dating Tara Reid, or whatever her name is in this. Oh yeah, Vicky is her name. It shows how well that I paid attention, even though I watched this movie again today, just to see what clips I was going to show, because I have a feeling they are going to be incredibly strict with the 6-second rule. So,
Well, it's universal.
and it is also universal as well. And then we have Chris Klein, who plays Oz, and he was in We Were Soldiers, and he was also in American Pie 2. He was not in American Wedding, but he was in American Pie Reunion. And then we have Sean William Scott, who plays the famous Stifler, and he was in several movies. He was in Mr. Woodcock, American Pie 2, American Wedding, American Reunion, and also he was in Evolution. Never saw it. Oh, he was actually in Final Destination. He was in the first one.
What person are you talking about?
He wore the New York Rangers jersey. He was the one that got picked on a lot. As weird as that sounds, because he kind of plays the opposite part in this. He was the one that always got made fun of in that movie. And he was also in Road Trip. I thought he was in something else that he got made fun of too. But that is pretty much the Sean William Scott wonderful IMDb credits there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else big that he was in, but I don't think there really is. Stifler is really the thing that really sticks out the most, and his part in Road Trip was pretty close to Stifler as well. And then we also have Jennifer Coolidge as Stifler's mom, and she was in that Watcher show. She's been in several commercials, and she was also in the 3 other American Pie movies as well. She was in A Cinderella Story, almost said 27 Dresses by mistake. And she was also in Legally Blonde. So that is wonderful. Stifler's mom. The Discover commercials. And she only makes a appearance at the end. So she's not in it long, but she has a very important part. So, and then we also have Eugene Levy, who of course plays Jim's dad. And we know Eugene Levy, and he was in National Lampoon's Vacation. He was in Schitt's Creek. I'm surprised you're not going to charge me $1 for that.
Oh, I will.
And he was also in Splash. And he was also in the 3 other American Pie movies. And they kind of... Why are you giving me that look for? So he was also in Cheaper of the Dozen. Cheaper. By the dozen. Oh, by the dozen too. Then he was also in Finding Dory. I don't think he is the one that found her though. Now. Oh, and then he was in something called New York Minute, and he was chasing one of the Olsen. You know, this will fit. This fits Eugene Levy's part in this.
In that way, you nasty.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I don't know what New York Minute is, but so I guess that is pretty much it for good old Eugene Levy there, who is, I'm going to say right now, he is very, very funny in this movie, which really isn't going to surprise anybody that has seen it. Let's see, we also have Allison Hannigan, who plays Michelle, and we all know her from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Willow.
Yes.
That's the only thing I know her from.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's the only thing I know her as.
And she was in the other American Pie movies as well. She may have even been in one of the ones that went straight to video cassette or DVD for that matter. Possibly. I don't know that for sure. And then she was also in the hit show How I Met Your Mother. And she was in that, I believe, for all 9 or 10 seasons. However long it took to say who the mother was. So, moving on from that, we got Shannon Elizabeth, who plays the famous Nadia. And she was in the other American Pie movies as well. And she was also in Scary Movie. So then she was also in some celebrity softball matches as well. So, and next we have Natasha Lyonne, who plays Jessica, and she got her start in the movie Dennis the Menace, and she was also in the other American Pie movies as well. And then we have Chris Owen as Sherman, and he's been in several movies. He was in The Mist. He was in October Sky. No, no, and no. And I believe he was also in Ready to Rumble.
Never heard of that one.
And next we have the very talentless Tara Reid, who plays Vicky, and she was in the wonderful award-winning Sharknado movies. And she was also, I think she was in 3 of the other American Pie movies. Maybe she was in all of them. I don't really remember. Tara Reid is very forgettable. So that is... Oh, yes, and then I do have to say Eddie K. Thomas, who plays Finch, who is almost last on this IMDb list. I have not seen him in many things. He was in, of course, all the American Pie movies, and also in Freddy Got Fingered. So Eddie K. Thomas, like I said, he was in all the American Pie movies, and also he was in Freddy Got Fingered.
Never heard of any of these.
Oh yeah, you would love Freddy Got Fingered. So don't give me. It was Tom Green, so that's just enough said right there. So now to get to the story, it's incredibly simple, and they did a movie like it just a few years ago called Blockers. So this is a pact between 4 friends: Finch, Kevin, Jason Biggs, who was, I don't know why I'm forgetting the names. Oh yeah, Jim, and Oz. They all make a pact that they're going to lose their virginity before they graduate. Does it happen? Well, we will find out. So, was this movie a classic? Was it good, or was it overrated? You will find out at the end of this review. So, I have owned this for years. I don't even remember when I bought it, but I know it wasn't very expensive. So now that I already told the story and did all the 100 cast members that were in this, I'm now going to show the first clip. Yes, we saw part of it in the trailer, but I'm going to show you the rest of the scene that they cut out. So I will show that in just a second. Well, this started out with a bang. So this is what this movie had to do right from the get-go. It had to grab your attention, and it sure did. The sock thing I don't find funny. I really actually like the dad's reaction. And I just love how he just kind of comes in on these really awkward situations. But Eugene Levy really does make the scene for me anyways. And I'm sure that similar things have happened with their parents and kids at this teenage stage. So don't give me that look. It never happened to me. So this little awkward situation here was really funny. And moving on, so the budget for this was $11 million, and believe it or not, the opening weekend it made 18. So, I believe I saw the gross on there was $253 million.
Why?
This was a teenage comedy high school movie. This is going to...
Who wants to see this?
It was huge in high school. So a lot of...
So guys want to see people with the thingies up there, and girls want to see people with that thing. I don't get it.
Well, like I said, I already know what you're going to give this. Probably an unwatchable. Right.
I've never seen this movie.
So that's
What
one
year
person.
did this come out?
Oh, this actually came out in 1999.
Yeah, definitely never seen this movie. Because I was 4, 5.
But now, did this movie stand the test of time? I guess that's what we are going to be. Somebody already said no. I believe Fierce Creatures didn't get her attention either until we actually showed clips, and then she was laughing. So now I will show the next clip here. I'm sure you're going to wonder why I'm showing this. There is a reason for it. So I will show that in just a second.
Dear Miss Latham, we're sorry, but after keeping you on the waiting list for the past couple of months, we've decided that you are now rejected.
Shut up!
You got in.
I love you.
Okay.
So there's a reason why I showed this. because these wonderful letters, I remember when these used to come in all the time, when the wonderful college acceptance letter. And by the way, this whole long distance thing with college, it was nonsense. People still dated either way. So that was the big thing with him, because Kevin is looking to go, I believe, to Michigan State, and I believe Vicky is going to Ithaca College. They would be miles apart. But what they keep leaving out in this movie, where it gets a little unrealistic, is you have breaks. You have Thanksgiving break. You have, and Christmas break, by the way, is about a month. So the whole long distance thing could definitely work. And
Isn't that usually when the semester ends, December?
Yes. Yes.
So it's not really Christmas break. It's just dope.
Yes.
That's what, February?
January. It's like maybe mid-January, I think. And also, college also ends in May. And what do people do? Normally, they go back home. So this long distance thing is definitely nonsense in this movie for sure. And I learned that when I went to high school. They definitely overdo it in this a little bit. So now we get to see how Jim does talking to Nadia. I'm sure he does really well. So I will show that clip in just a second.
That's great.
So this is good old Jim here. So he just kind of laughs, and obviously he doesn't talk to Nadia. So another awkward situation there with Jim. Get used to him, because it happens a lot. And this is, see, I think this is why this movie was really popular, because you can, as bad as it is, you can relate to some of these characters. Some people had a really hard time talking to girls. So we're not going to mention any names. But let's just say there's a few people I know. No, he was fine. So now I will see what happens when the band decides to show up to Stifler's for a party. I really want to show the part where he pretends to like Sherman, and then he pretty much asks why he's doing there, but I do not. I try not to show any strong language on here, so I'm not going to start now. So I will show that clip in just a second.
What party? You're still partying. Weird. Try the house down the street.
So these are the wonderful band people, and nope, they were not allowed into the party. So is this rude? I guess it is. Would the band people be allowed at a party when I was in high school? Actually, they would have. Believe it or not, the class that I graduated with, we really didn't have straight up cliques. We pretty much, for the most part, kind of respected everybody in their own way. So cliques really didn't they didn't exist with our classes, but when it started to get below us, that's when they started to happen more and more. So we probably would have let the band people in with open arms, and we didn't really have band geeks either. We never really looked at them that way. Where in this movie they pretty much stereotyped them as awkward, and I never really got that. So now the next scene here, good old Kevin is getting a blow dryer he's getting a blow dryer upstairs. I'm not going to say what it really is, but you can use your imagination, and I'm going to show that clip in just a second.
Now.
Well, it looks like Kevin is having a nice little time here, and I couldn't tell if Vicky was enjoying it or not. But let's just say she had a nice little ice cream cone or lollipop for a nice little dessert. So there's the wonderful beer there that now has an extra ingredient to it, or an extra hop. So now he just puts it right on that nightstand, and let's see who's going to gulp that down. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Thanks.
You're really beautiful. Oh,
Really?
oh yeah.
Steve?
Well, so Stifler was pretty much a jerk the whole night. So he went gulp, gulp, gulp. So he drank that beer. It was probably, he probably did notice the extra flavor, because chances are, if this was a high school party, chances are the beer was Keystone Light, Bud Light,
the difference.
Coors Light. Yeah, he definitely noticed, because now there's a flavor to those flavorless beers. So, yes, American beers at their best. No flavor, and they're pretty much just carbonated water. And that is definitely true. So, so Stifler is now having a bad night, and yes, he does go to the his porcelain friend, and it's not from being drunk. It's because he just consumed something he wants to get rid of. So, so now Kevin is, so now he's got a little bit of Kevin in him. So now after this scene here, the Shermanator supposedly was with a girl all night. So this makes the friends really mad. It makes Oz mad, Jim mad, Finch mad, and Kevin mad. So now Kevin is about to make his little pact here. And I'm telling you right now that this normally does not go, this really doesn't go in high school. People do not make pacts like this. And also, this is where the term MILF came from. It came from this movie, if those didn't know it already. So now I will show the part with Kevin's little pact here in just a second.
And unused. We will fight for every man out there who isn't getting laid and should be. This is our day. This is our time. And by God, we will not stand by and watch history condemn us into celibacy. Amen.
I like that.
Yes, we will make a stand. We will succeed.
So there's the little pact here, and I think they're just mad that that they think that Sherman got some action before them. And no, I have not showed Sherman yet. I'm not even sure if I will, to be honest. But he is quite obnoxious. I guess I would be mad if...
Drunk the beer?
No, that's Stifler.
Oh.
Sherman is kind of the
Sherman?
He's not really part of this group. He's kind of a loner in this movie. He's played by Chris Owen. So he has the red spiky hair. I'll probably show him eventually. But let's just say nobody really likes him much. And he was with a girl all night, which he was. Now what he was doing, we'll find that out later.
Play video games, probably.
No. And well, according to him, he messed around with her, but according to her, there is a different story. So that is why these people are mad. So this is why Kevin wants to make that pact. So they end up doing that, and Kevin's girlfriend's not too happy because he pretty much said that he's tired of just fooling around. He wants to do more, and she overheard it. She left the party, and now she's mad at Kevin. So now Oz has a different approach, and he is the lacrosse player, played by Chris Klein, and he decides to join choir. His friends are kind of supportive, but guess who's not? So I will show that clip in just a second.
Yeah, man. I think you need your balls reattached. Hey, keep it down, dude. What the fuck are you doing here? This place is fun.
You owe me $1.
I mean, check it out. These vocal jazz girls are hot.
Why the hell's he joining jazz choir so late? Maybe he's preparing for another senior year if he's...
So Oz has joined choir, so this is his idea. So, so now he does end up with one of them there. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens, but so now Jim with his father again. It's another awkward moment. So these are the type of stupid questions that his dad does ask him, and he thinks Jim is just clueless. So let's see how this wonderful scene goes. So I will show that in just a second.
Well, you see the detail that that they go into in this picture here.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a tropical plant or something underwater.
Yeah.
Thing. Do you know what a clitoris is?
Oh my god.
Well,
Yes, I know what a clitoris
you
is.
do? Oh,
Yes.
I see. Yes, you do. I forgot you've been there and
Well,
you know
I've learned
everything.
about
You know,
it in
I'm just
sex
trying
ed.
to
You
make
know, I
this as
really don't need
painless
you to sit here
as
and
I
talk to
can,
me
Jim.
about
This
clitoris.
is
You know,
not-
you know what?
So I just wanted to show this little clip here, just because I did find this funny, just with the stupid questions that he does ask Jim, and he pretty much shows the magazines like Jim has never seen one of these in his life, and I did find this kind of funny just because of the dad's character. So so far with the acting and everything, this is not a horrible movie. Is it absolutely hilarious? There are some parts that have made me still chuckle even to this day, but I'm not saying it's anything great yet. So now I will show the next part here with Finch, and I can relate to Finch with this one part here. So I will show that in just a second.
Sure, what do you need?
Whatever you hear about me, you agree. Tell all the boys the same thing. Look, I gotta go. 16 minutes round trip.
You know, Finch, it's senior year. I mean, don't you think it's time you learn how to take a dump at school?
When was the last time you looked at the facilities in the school?
So I do like this part here with Finch. So what he did was he gave Vicky's friend $200 to pretty much spread rumors that he was equipped in some areas and that he has a tattoo, and pretty much to build up his story to make him interesting. And so then eventually some girl will ask him to prom. But the part that I can relate to is I did not like to use these school facilities as well. I would rather wait till I get home. It is not like that today. Apparently, guys now go to the bathroom all together, so it's not just girls anymore. And yes, I find that weird. So now Jim is about to have fun with some desserts. So I will show that clip in just a second. So now Jim sees this dessert here, and well, now Discord members love food, so this is what they like to do with beautiful Timbits. So now Jim puts a little hole in that pie because he asked what third base felt like, and Oz had to open his big mouth and say warm apple pie. So I guess Jim wants to experiment with that. So once again, the dad is about to walk in, and like I said before, the dad is what makes these scenes actually pop and actually funny. Jason Biggs cannot do this on its own, and I don't think the movie would be as good if Jim's dad did not join in on the little fun here. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Oh, Jim? It's not what it looks like.
Well, not as funny as I thought. So Jim's having a little bit of fun with that pie. The dad walks in. For some reason, I thought his facial expression was funnier than what it was. This might have been on the theatrical version more than the extended DVD version. So no, seeing the pie a mess and then saying, we'll tell your mother that we ate it all, that was still pretty funny. But this scene here, nah, kind of lost its kind of lost its thunder there. So now so now the famous scene with Nadia, which I am absolutely not going to show all the way through, obviously. But the part that I will mention here is that this is when the internet was really becoming big with web cameras. We never actually had one, but Jim apparently did. So he is filming Nadia, and he thinks it's just going to his friends. Well, it's not. It's going to the entire high school. And Sherman is the one to mention this news. So we finally do get to see Sherman. So I will show that clip in just a second.
The email wrong.
What? It went out to every mailbox in the East High directory.
God, how juvenile.
Hey, guys. Check this out. Oh my God.
So apparently this off-camera conversation is very, very interesting. So yes, so he sends the entire high school gets this email. So this part here, I have to say, was pretty creative. We're just getting into the webcams. What a way to use a webcam, and yeah, they do get creative with this. But then the problem with email is once it's out there, you cannot. You can't get rid of it, and I do like the technology error. People rely on technology all the time, and it's nice when it works. But boy, when it goes wrong, it goes wrong. So now the good news is Jim is now with Nadia, and the whole high school can see it. But Jim being Jim. So now I hate to use quote something from the movie, but he blows it. So I will show what I mean by that in just a second.
Jim? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
So Jim once again. So he's with Nadia. He has her in his room, and he kind of makes the same accident twice. So her sponsors aren't too happy with this, so she goes on a plane and she is going back to wherever she's from. I forgot where. So the whole school finds out. So let's just say everybody just kind of gives Jim a standing ovation. I'm sure a lot of it is sarcastic cheers. But a lot does go on after this. So Oz is practicing for his choir. And the person he likes does see it. So she is falling for him again, even though he was kind of in trouble with her to begin with, but not anymore. But now it turns out that his lacrosse game is on the same day as the big choir concert. So now he has to make a decision, and he chose to play lacrosse. So let's see how that works. But now Finch, who doesn't like to go to the bathroom in school, Stifler found out about some of the extended lies that somebody's been spreading to make Finch seem better than what he is. And now Stifler is getting even with Finch. So this is kind of something played from the Dumb and Dumber movie. So that is where the overrated part might come into play. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Ass he kicked. But I'll tell you one thing though. I don't think he's gonna have a problem shitting at school anymore. Slipped a little something into his.
So so this is what he obviously he put some stuff in his mochaccino. He kept saying how it's not coffee, and he said this a couple times when he was drinking it in school. So Finch now has no choice but to use the bathroom in the wonderful high school here. So let's see what happens. Let's see if it's an enjoying experience for him. So I will show that clip in just a second.
It's gonna be fun. No, it's just gonna be some crappy band and stupid decorations.
Okay, you're just saying that because prom's a week away and you don't have a date.
No. I don't want a date. Finch is going stag, and so am I.
So unfortunately, we didn't get the part where he just pretty much explodes all over the place, but you get the point. So he's in the girls' bathroom, and he's got to go. And yes, he pretty much does explode hen fruit all over the place. So now they find out that he comes out of the girls' bathroom, and now he's pretty much he is doomed to the female community. So now he's going to join Discord. So now we're going to go to prom here. So Oz does choose the choir. So his part has actually really evolved. He does end up liking the girl in choir, and they do end up sort of dating. So Now the part with Sherman comes to truth, and I will show that. And she just announces what they did in front of the entire student body. So let's see how that goes.
I never had sex with him. He's never had sex with anyone. I know this because he told me. Once he tried to screw grapefruit, but that's all. He also told me that when he gets nervous, he sometimes wets his pants. Thank you for your time.
So this is the part with Sherman here. So she pretty much tells everybody everything about him. Now the part with the grapefruit, I think it's already gone. I think the part with doing things with food in this has gone far enough. I think the grapefruit part could have been left out. It would have been just funny if she would have just left it simple. But they had to overdo it. And they didn't really have to have him wetting his pants either. I think him lying enough, I think that just kind of killed the whole joke here. But I guess they wanted to make Sherman look as pathetic as possible, which I think they kind of did without him peeing his pants. But whatever, they put it in there, they put it in there. So now we finally get to hear Michelle talk about her stuff at band camp here to Jim. So as much as I wanted to show that, we can only keep the clips to 6 seconds. So unfortunately, I'm not really able to show any more than that. So we finally get to hear Michelle in just a second.
Yo, this one time at band camp, we were playing this game. I don't know if you know it, but it's called Spin the Bottle. And I had to kiss this guy named Mark Wander on the lips. And he plays trombone.
So this is wonderful Michelle telling her band camp stories. So I had to get at least one of them in there. Anyways, funny text messages coming in apparently. So now we will see what how Jim and Michelle's night go. Every single one of them woke up to something. Oz, obviously with his now girlfriend, they had a nice morning together. Vicky and Kevin, they had a nice night, only to sort of end things in the morning. But at least they got to talk. Let's see how Jim's morning goes. How it does wonderful Jim end up. I will show that clip in just a second.
She's gone. Oh my God, she used me. I was used.
Well, this is the second last clip, and Jim, it's not so bad. He ends up with a rubber dinosaur. So there we go. Good job, Jim. So he was used, but kind of takes the fun out of it when he doesn't care. But that is what he woke up next to. Not a story about band camp, but a nice squishy dinosaur. So let's see how Stifler's morning is. I will show that in just a second.
Mom? Shipwreck? Oh, hey, Stifler.
So here is the final clip, and once again, not too happy with the reaction. I thought it was better than that. And I just watched this today. But this is what happens when you do reviews on movies, then you really start to pay attention, and it's just not as good as I guess is the first time I watched this. I thought his reaction was better. All he really did was, I thought his facial expression was better, and it just wasn't what I thought. So, okay, so that part was a little bit disappointing, but this is really towards the end of the movie. Then it shows him at the hot dog place at the end, and that's something I can kind of relate to in a way, because we did go to this place called Hillview. This was actually, it was after high school we started doing all that midnight bowling stuff, when midnight bowling was actually still a thing. So now to move on with the review of this movie, I know one person is going to give this probably a UW. I'm not sure if I'm correct on that. Okay, I'm...
BW.
Oh, okay. So, hey, it's better than I thought. So she is giving it a barely watchable. Okay. Well, now is it? Do I think it's that bad? I don't think it's. It's definitely better than a barely watchable. To me, this is pretty much an average comedy. This is probably. I'm gonna actually give this a C. Is this a classic? Not even close. I know that there is one YouTuber that thinks this is the start of the golden age of comedy, and I am completely disagreeing with that. There are so many comedy movies that I would put in front of this one. The two Fletch movies stand out more. Well, I guess this is a teenage movie, fine. Then the Ridgemont, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You can say that was actually close to being an X-rated movie because of the risks that they took in that one, and that was back in, I believe it was 1983. So this was 1999, and the top movie that year was, surprise, surprise, it was Star Wars Episode 1. You had The Matrix, you had The Green Mile. So there were a lot of good movies that did come out in 99, and this one did make a lot of money. This was good when I was a teenager, but now I'll watch it maybe once a year, just if I'm doing laundry or if it's a rainy day, I'll put it on. But this really, to me, it just did not really stick. I don't really consider this one of my favorites. I guess Generation Z is really taking a liking to this movie. Why, I don't know. So I don't know if it's just a thing that during COVID they were socially not really talking to each other and this looks cool to them. I don't know. The thing I did forget to bring up is that cell phones really weren't a thing back then, so they couldn't warn Jim that that this was on the web and it was going to the entire school. There was no texting then, so that is something in 1999 that did not exist. So if kids are watching it, some of them may not understand that. So, overall, like I said, do I recommend this? I guess for some reason it is being watched again. So I will recommend it to maybe high school kids or maybe kids going into middle school that would like this. But some of my friends don't really even like this movie anymore. It's kind of sort of faded away in some ways. And somebody that never saw this movie saw the clips and she said, I would never watch this movie ever. And that doesn't surprise me. Her mother had some very interesting things to say about this movie the first time I met her mother. She was not happy with this movie at all. So comment below, what was your favorite, I guess, teenage or high school comedy? Would you consider this a classic, or do you agree with me where it's just sort of I'll just watch it if there's nothing else on? So please comment below. Please subscribe if you want. It is actually helping us out a lot. Thank you for those new subscribers. And thank you very much for watching.